Quite a busy job when Craig Bellamy's on the touchline.
I hear he's calmed down a bit, John.
That's relative, I think, isn't it?
Well,
here's Haaland, and Haaland doesn't need too many chances to add to his tally. A tally that now stands at an almighty 40 for the season.
Scary. Just scary. How many touches hardly involved? One slick ball straight through the middle of that back four that has, I have to say, looked pretty solid up to that point. Uses his physical presence there. Centre half's out of position. Other one can't get across. Big gaping hole. And once he gets there first, little toe poke pass, but the two centre halves were switched. Alderkiel was left side of Bayer and they were all over the place. Nice little ball through, great finish.
Erling Haaland registers his first goal in the FA Cup. At 40 for the season, and with 2.5 months still to go.
I think the clever thing there you saw, he realised that with the keeper bearing down, he couldn't go round them. He didn't have the space left to go round them. The only option was probably to try and dink it over the top or toe poke it underneath. And the little toe poke did the job.
And the former centre-half has plenty to say about it. Here's Foden for City. It's Haaland again! It's two! And in little more than the blink of an eye, this cup tie taken away from Burnley by Erling Haaland.
It's what City can do, isn't it? They can go from this slow play to, one brilliant ball from De Bruyne and behind Roberts, who gets caught out by the run of Phil Foden. That really isn't good enough. This is way too easy. He's in a bad position there. And Foden, lovely left foot, hasn't he? Beautiful pass, great weight on it. Just saying to Erling Haaland, go on son, get yourself another one. He's going to get 60, isn't he, at this rate? He's going to get 60, I'm telling you, John, in all competitions. The man is a machine.
Well, the tally is now 41 in 39 appearances since signing for Manchester City. And having bagged 2 in the space of 3 minutes, he now has the prospect of a 6th hat-trick of the season very much in his sights. Madsen. That's Foster. Now Zaroury. And Zaroury. Well, it's an uncommon feeling for Vincent Kompany this season to see his side behind.
Thought there was a good chance to play Taylor through there, straight through the middle, a bit like the ball that was played, I think, from Alvarez through to Haaland for that first goal. And the moment Man City have been the difference, and for want of a better terminology, Burnley got caught with their pants down. They really did, at the top level.
Lovely imagery as ever, Craig. Thank you. Here's Zaroury. Madsen. And Ortega parries, and Lewis clears rather hastily, and it's retrieved by Vitinho. And there's the whistle. Now Burnley contributed plenty to that first half. So it is Kevin De Bruyne. It's not one that he'll be particularly happy to attach his name to. Manchester City moved here. De Bruyne. Rodri. It's in towards Mahrez. It was very nearly 3.
Yeah, particularly because he's able just to open his body here, Mahrez, and that allows him to get it on that wand of a left foot. Gets great contact and purchase, but it's straight at Peacock Farrell. He's onside. Really just hits it straight at the goalkeeper. He gets that left foot opened a little bit more. There's a huge gap to the goalkeeper's right hand side. So it really should have been 3 goals to the good for Man City there.
Rodri. Wild and woolly. Julian Alvarez. Erling Haaland. Alvarez in for more. It's Kevin De Bruyne. Up and away off the head of Bayer.
Yeah, it's been a very dominant second half so far from City. And they talk about switching off and down in tools, as the guy said, just not in their DNA, is it? So they're looking to completely kill this one off as soon as they can.
Mahrez will take the corner kick. And here comes De Bruyne. It was Foden who intercepted it first. And the way things are panning out, that could be confirmed as soon as Easter Monday, when they play Sheffield United, the closest rivals. Here's Haaland. And Haaland's in here! And Bailey Peacock Farrell stands up well again. Walker. City not to be denied.
He actually did well staying on his feet. There was a couple of challenges that got close to bringing him down. Again here, his pace and power was too much for Bayer. And you mentioned it, another good save from the goalkeeper, who gets it on his favoured left foot there, digs it out of his feet. Fancy's thinking hat-trick again, isn't he? Just thinking about nothing else, this man.
Questions this season. It's become a happy habit for them. Their 4th against Leipzig on Tuesday took them to 3 figures for this year. Mahrez. It's Foden! And it is another hat-trick for Erling Haaland. 6 in total for the season.
But even when the ball, John, he's not involved in the play really there. It's all about Foden and Mahrez going across the pitch, and I don't know, it's not luck, is it? You know, when you're in this right place at the right time and that ball keeps falling to you, as it did again there. Just taking up possessions that is getting them goals, and you know, the Foden shot looked as if it was in. He's involved in the play here, a little flick back to Mahrez, and he takes up that possession at the back post, just hovers around, and it drops to him on his left foot. Who'd have thought it? And yeah, guess what, it's in the back of the net again, just for a change. He just can't help himself, can he? I mean, it's this big one coming up against Bayern Munich. You mentioned it, the double header. He's got to save some of those goals for that one.
More acclaim. Yet another bundle of goals. And you'll have seen that slightly shadowy shot of a middle-aged gentleman celebrating at the back of the stand in the wake of him scoring. That's his father, Alfie, Former Manchester City. Alvarez. Mahrez. Nicely played, and Alvarez turns it in for 4. The final pass from De Bruyne. 2 in 3 minutes in the first half for Manchester City, 2 in 3 minutes now in the second.
Yeah, this is just super slick, isn't it? This is just a little message to say, yep, you're playing some great stuff in the Championship, but this is what great stuff at the highest level looks like. Just absolutely taking them apart from Alvarez on this left-hand side, across to Foden, who's been floating a little bit more, from the great overlap here from De Bruyne, the delayed pass from Mahrez, and the pick out from the Belgian in the end for a simple tap in. And 4-0 getting beat away at Man City is not embarrassing, John, particularly when there's a division between you, but this game could get out of hand with around half an hour to go.
That's 11 for Alvarez in his first season with Manchester City. Rather pales beside the 42 attached to the name of Erling Haaland, who now makes way after scoring 8 goals in 4 days. So Cole Palmer has come on for Haaland. Manuel Akanji for Ruben Dias. Michael Obafemi on loan from Swansea has replaced Nathan Tella for Burnley.
I think the sports science testing on a Monday would have been interesting, John. I'd had to have had a few answers up my sleeve.
They just need a breathalyzer for you, really. Foden. And Palmer! Special moment for one of the younger brigade. And 5 for Manchester City.
Goal for City scoreline, number 18, Cole Haaland.
Well, for half an hour this was a contest. It was an excellent Burnley performance. It subdued Manchester City, frustrated them. And the rest of it, well, it's been a bit of Erling Haaland as usual with his hat-trick. But it's been City at their best really since their opening goal, just how they've shuffled Burnley around, and Foden's took up some different positions, and they brought some subs on, youngster and Cole Palmer, getting himself a goal on his weaker foot there. Just important that he didn't panic, got a good contact on it, and that's exactly what he got.
Well, he has been on the score sheet before 3 times. It's first of this season. Manchester City looking for 6, and they may well get 6. Alvarez with his second. And whilst there's delight in the stands amongst the Manchester City supporters, get the sense that maybe Guardiola is not enjoying the misery being inflicted on one of his great captains in the other dugout.
Well, the question's answered about switching off and feeling sorry for Burnley, because City just want to keep piling on, and this is a just another brilliant ball from De Bruyne, and the fact that he delayed it, he kind of thought the pass had gone just here, and then slips it inside Alderweireld. Beautiful weight on the pass. Defender actually gets himself back in, but then there's a World Cup winner there in Alvarez who just sits him straight on his backside. Down you go, son. And it's just a matter of finishing it from there, which Peacock Farrell had absolutely no chance. But yeah, this has just been a rout in the end, and some of the goals have just been brilliant and exactly what you'd expect from City. Hitting the highs at the right time of the season, John, at the business end of the season with some big games to go. This team have shown they are on fire.
And that's why Arsenal's